Hi families, welcome to our presentation about preschoolers and their big emotions during quarantine. So first things first, it's totally normal and expected to see an increase in behaviors right now. You might see new behaviors coming out of your children at home. You might see things that they had outgrown, old behaviors coming to the surface, reemerging during this time. That's what stress and anxiety can do to children because they can't always tell you that they're feeling stressed and anxious. It can also come out in the following ways. Your child may be clingier than usual. They may not be able to focus. They may start having nightmares or wetting the bed. They may whine a lot. That's a signal that they're not feeling like they have much control over their lives. They may be more aggressive. They may be engaging in repetitive play. They may complain of headaches or stomach aches. And they may start thumb sucking where you thought they had outgrown that. So, what are some things that we can do to support those preschool age children? So, we want to think about maintaining our routines, our daily rhythms as much as possible. Routines, daily rhythms give children a sense of normalcy, let them know what to expect. And that can be a huge component of why they're feeling anxious, is because things are so new and it's so different than their usual routine that having something new in place, making it more formal through the use of a visual schedule. We have another video that pertains to that if you're interested. And just talking through the day, these are the things that we're going to do today. This is what you can expect. Will give children a feeling of control over their day and may help with those anxious feelings. It's also really important to hold a space for all feelings. There are a lot of big emotions that go on for a preschooler during a regular, typical day. Adding in this extra stress of living through a pandemic that's affecting every single person on the earth may bring up some new emotions and may bring up some new things for you as well. So it's important that all feelings are accepted, even when they're feelings that we don't understand or maybe don't agree with the reasons for, that they're all accepted. And then we think about giving children tools for identifying what their feelings are, and then tools for how to manage those big feelings. So the three main things that we recommend for helping your child manage big feelings. Number one, name it to tame it. Being able to identify an emotion is the first huge step in being able to manage that emotion, because if you don't know what it is, you can't really manage it very well. And also knowing that the feeling has a name and that other people have felt it too makes it much more manageable as well. So we always frame it like identifying it for the child at first. You're feeling frustrated, you really wanted to play outside, and there's lightning. So giving them the name for what they're feeling, and then identifying the reason you think why they're feeling that way, and they'll correct you if that's not right. Secondly, teaching them calm down strategies, and it's best to teach these not in the moment, but when your child is already calm. Have this repertoire of calm down strategies in your back pocket. There are lots of printables on the internet for what you can do. We recommend taking pictures of your child engaged in strategies to make it more personal and meaningful for them. But some things that we've taught in the classrooms are some breathing exercises. So we call it pizza breath. So you imagine you have a really hot piece of pizza, and it's always a good idea to ask what's on your pizza, because asking those sorts of questions gets them out of that kind of alligator brain where they're reacting emotionally, and brings them up to the thinking part of their brain where they have to identify what's on their pizza, how many pieces of pepperoni are on there. So asking them a question like that sort of helps get them out of that emotional state. And then it's really, really hot, and so we have to blow on it. And of course, as the adult, you are very terrible at cooling down pizza, so you need your child to help. And then focus on really big, slow breaths to cool that pizza down. okay? The other one we use a lot is birthday candles. So ask your child to remind you, how old are they? Are they like 12? Are they 1? And then when they tell you, put up that many fingers and then get them to do a big breath and knock down each of those candles with their breath. Something as simple as getting a drink of water, stretching, doing some yoga moves. We have some great ones on YouTube that are coming up this week about desert movements. That would be a good stress reliever for kiddos. Hugging a stuffed animal. If you have an area in your room that's a calm down area, having sensory bottles and other sensory toys available. If that's something that you would like to look into for your child, let me know and I can get you a resource list together of some things that you can purchase or make to create a calm down area in your house. Third, special time. This is the third time I think I've mentioned special time, but I really think it is super important for preschoolers, especially right now. So it's 10 to 30 minutes. We do about 15 at our house of want-nothing time from your child. It is just time to be with them, doing exactly what they want you to do. No play suggestions from you, no checking your phone. It is just time to be with your child. At our house, we use a timer so that there is a clear beginning and end to our special time. And also when the timer goes off, it's the timer saying that our special time is over. It's not us saying it, so we're not the bad guy when that time has to be over. You can think of it like making an emotional deposit in a bank. So every time you do special time, you're putting that deposit into your child's emotional bank, and that when things happen and things don't go their way, they have some cushion there to draw from, and you're not pulling from an empty bank with nothing in it, which will result in much bigger emotions. So we always use it several times a day. We do not use it as a reward and punishment. It doesn't get taken away if the child's misbehaving. In fact, that probably means that they need additional special time. And it's something that we use in the classroom as well. You might also hear it called time in rather than a time out. It is much more powerful and effective than a time out. And that's a lot more enjoyable for you as a parent as well. So lastly, if you need some additional information, you check out the CDC website. There's a great website, 0 to 3, that has resources for talking with your kids about coronavirus. That's not a topic that we'll be taking on because it is so personal for each family and it needs to be dealt with individually for your family. If you are looking for specific, I'm happy to chat with you on the phone or send you some more resources. Additionally, the U of A has a great toolkit for parents and teachers that is available for download as well. So as always, if you need anything else, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to help you. Bye.